Hi, my name is Randy Sharp. I'm a songwriter. I've been a songwriter all of my life. I've had many songs recorded, mostly by Nashville artists, but I've also had things cut by Blood, Sweat and Tears and Big Bird, but Emmylou Harris, Linda Ronstadt. I wound up playing in many clubs around the country, around the world, performing my songs. And inevitably, I'm in a situation where I come in quick, not much time for a sound check, and the monitors are never good. And we came up with this product really selfishly to just something I could do to make my time on stage more fun. This is the entire Posse. This is all the things you get with the Posse. And it comes with some earphones. This is an earbud system. But anyway, when I have this plugged in, I'm able to control my vocal levels that I hear in my ears, my instrument, my guitar levels in my ears. It comes with built-in stereo ambient microphones, so you know a lot of times when you're using earbuds it's real closed in and claustrophobic. These are on this knob here, the room knob, and I bring that up and my whole environment becomes much more natural and relaxed. What you would normally have on a live stage is a wedge monitor, a floor monitor. That information goes into our floor box here, the auxiliary ends, and I can bring that mix up in my earbuds with the auxiliary in. And that would be, if I was playing with a full band, that's what I normally would have put in my wedges on the floor. So I can use this with a full band just as if I were using wedges. I have a master volume. I'm a guitar player, so we have, for the guitar player, we have a built-in tuner that I push this button. I can tune my guitar. And it mutes the sound to the audience so they don't have to put up with my doodling. And because this is right in front of me, I don't have to break eye contact with my audience. I don't have to look away to tune my guitar, which is really critical sometimes. You don't want to lose that thing you got going just to get that E string in tune. A lot of times, a lot of musicians are out there without electrified instruments. So if you're a horn player, a mandolin player, a banjo player, we've accommodated that. This just plugs right into the side. This little screw, which screws all the way down to kind of disappear, you bring it out as a shelf. This now is your instrument source. And I found that this sounds so good acoustically that I use it with my electrified acoustic guitar and just turn up a little bit of my pickup and mix that in for a richer sound. So this now is on this pot in my earbuds, and the instrument and the voice go out to the soundboard in the house through XLRs out, and this is XLR, this is a DI built-in direct box, goes to the house system, and nothing you do on these knobs affects the house at all. The house stays completely unaffected by it. So no matter what I do to make myself sound comfortable, the guy in the front doesn't have to worry about me anymore. And unlike the old days, I show up and it takes about a minute and a half to set up my whole monitor system. I've already got a comfortable stage monitor environment and I haven't even met the sound guy yet. And normally getting that is almost all of your sound check. This cable box, when I'm playing, I plug in here. The other end of this cable plugs in here, goes on my clip. A short guitar cord goes over to my guitar. So here to my guitar, this plugs my earbuds. I've got one cable going across the floor, so it's no different than if I was plugging my acoustic electric guitar into a DI. We're real concerned that if you get out on the road you might lose something, and this is all included, so we've made sure that we've only used products that you can run down to Best Buy and get if you lose something. An HDMI cable, any HDMI cable will work to get from this box to this box. To get from here to your belt pack is a regular MIDI cable. You get them at any guitar store. So I've been out there with esoteric gear that has special cables made with multi-lines. You lose the cable and you're done. You can't do anything about it. With our rig, we want to make sure you just pull over at the next Radio Shack and you're working again. This clearly, as you're probably guessing, is for a working musician by working musicians that have dealt with all of this stuff over the years. You use it in the studio. A lot of people now are dealing with latency. They're using small Pro Tool systems, and the computer's having trouble keeping up, and there's a delay. So if you run your vocal, you're recording vocal, for example, you run it through our system first, you can bring the signal up in your earphones before it even goes to the recorder. So there is no delay time when you use the Posse. Using the ambient mics, I can, like a lot of singers, I need to pull one earphone off when I sing because I go a little bit sharp with that on. So I can leave both phones on now, have the full wraparound sound of the track to sing to, and just bring up my stereo ambient mics that are right here, and I get a real natural sounding stereo field image of my voice, which lets my pitch go back to where it's supposed to be. It's a whole lot more fun to sing that way. You don't have an open earphone that's leaking into the microphone. You got the full lush track taking care of you. So it's a great studio tool. This makes a great little acoustic guitar mic for recording. Everything that's wrong with the experience, everything that keeps me from having fun up there when I'm playing live and in the studio, we tried to address with this little unit. And everything we've talked about is included. It all comes in this little pack, weighs about 4.5 pounds. You can throw it in, we made a soft case so you can throw it into your bigger toolbox of gadgets that you take out on the road. The whole thing is $4.99. It's about 2 years in development, and I don't know how you could do without it. I've tried it for 30 years without it, and the difference in the experience is phenomenal.